All right. Give me a second to get us live everywhere. Why won't it let me go live? There we go. Hello, hello, hello. We've got a beautiful little sunspot right now. And I'm going to just enjoy it because the sun makes me happy, even though it makes it a little hard for me to see the multiple screens that I have going on. Hey, everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to Live with Heather Vickery. I am Heather Vickery, and it's always such a pleasure and a treat to be able to spend some time with you every single Thursday at 11 a.m. Central, which is 12 p.m. Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific, and wherever else you are in the world. I am a transformational success coach here to help you build a foundation of enoughness and worthiness from the inside out so that you can go out and have a life you are madly fucking in love with. That's what we do. And I do that in a lot of really cool, creative, unique ways. I bring in human design, NLP, positive psychology, the Brave method, which is my own method for dreaming, designing, building, and actually having a life that you're madly in love with. The book over my shoulder over here. I don't know, man. Can you guys see it? It talks about the Brave method. And today we are, whoa, did not mean to do that.
No, we're not playing no match. We're not doing no match.
I'm trying to know. I don't know how that happened. Sorry, guys. I accidentally I'm gonna go live again on the TikTok. We messed that up. Who's here? Okay. Take two. Sorry about that. BJ's here. Hi. Did y'all leave? Did you guys stay? I accidentally, some random person on TikTok tried to join the live. And when I went to decline it, I accidentally accepted it. But look who's here. Yay. Say hi, say hi, say hi if you're here. I'm really glad to have you guys here every single week. It's such a joy to be able to share space with you. And look, I've got some faces here that I haven't seen in a minute. BJ and Esme. Ooh, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Okay. I am having a slow morning. Anybody else feeling a little slow morning? The weather is nice. I'm going to get myself outside, but just I haven't been rushing today, which is good. But it also meant that I was a little slow in getting my shit together here for the live show. But that's okay because we are all doing the best we can with what we've got. And that is going to have to be enough. And I'll tell you what, that is actually a topic I have coming up on our live show very soon is recognizing that everybody is doing the best they can with what they've got right now, including you and including me. Thanks for sticking around, folks, with my little TikTok finagle messed up stuff. But I'm glad to be here. Welcome, everybody. Let's do a little breathing. How about that? Let's just settle ourselves in this space for a minute. I think that would be great for all of us. This is something I do with each of my VIP coach on call clients when we have our one-on-one call. And I think it could really serve us all right now. I'm going to fix my microphone a little bit. Oh, look, Jeanette is here. We were just chatting on TikTok, and now Jeanette is here with me live on Instagram. Good to see you, love. Okay, here's what we do. We're going to breathe in through our nose for a count of 4, hold it at the top for a count of 7, and release for a count of 8. I'm going to count you through it. We're going to do 3 reps. Let's just go ahead and roll our shoulders for a second. Oh, right? Feel good. Stretch maybe. I love that. A little stretch. And then we're going to start. We're going to go in, hold, release, in, hold, release. Last one, in, hold, and release. I don't know about y'all, but I love doing that. It always feels so good. Hey, Chris, how are you? Um, I have 2 one-on-one calls later today, and we're going to do that again. So I'm kind of looking forward to having some more repetition with that breath work in the rest of the day, in the coming day. There are so many of you here. I have a question for Instagram. Am I frozen? Can you all? I appear to be frozen in my little preview camera, but I don't know if it's actually frozen. Can you all see me? I hope so. Y'all, today I want to talk about something that I have avoided like so successfully for a really, really long time. And I know a bunch of you do it as well. And what that is actual quiet, right? I've been great at solitude. Actually, I really, really love being alone. I was just having this conversation on Threads the other day. I learned, and I can remember the moment. And I think I did a Brave Files podcast episode about this a couple of years ago. I can remember the moment where I realized I really enjoy spending time alone with myself. I was in Atlanta. I was going for work. I went a couple days early. I was supposed to be able to visit with my childhood best friend, and she did not make that trip. And this was back in the 90s, y'all. So, you didn't like change flights, you didn't do any of that. So, I went to Atlanta for 2 days by myself. I'd never gone to a restaurant by myself. I'd never gone to dinner by myself. I'd never done any of that. But I found myself in this city that I didn't know well with not a lot of money. I had a event planning job. It wasn't doing a lot for me. And just, was able to explore. And I found a little cafe, and I think it's still there. I should go visit, called the Vickery Cafe. How cool is that? The Vickery Cafe. That's my name. Yo, I was like, I'm going to go there and I'm going to sit down. And I remember sitting down and I had a book to read. And I thought, you know what? I'm actually pretty fucking great. I like spending quality time with myself. I enjoy this. Now, at 49, I seek out this solitude, this alone time. It is such a gift. But what I have pushed back on is quiet alone time. Mm, how many of you avoid the silence with yourself? A very dear friend of mine, in fact, he may watch parts of this live. You will know who you are, said to me a few years ago, no, but I don't know anybody who consumes as much media as you. And I was like, what? I don't consume that much media. I don't even know what you're talking about, quite frankly. I don't watch a ton of TV, but the TV that I do watch, I love. Y'all know what they are, right? Schitt's Creek, Bridgerton, um, Ted Lasso, and Red, White, and Royal Blue. Usually, that's just what we're talking about. My partner and I watch reality TV shows before we go to bed at night, but I don't sit around and watch a ton of TV. No judgment to anybody who does. It's just not my jam. I do read a lot, and I listen to a lot of audiobooks. And because I'm a podcaster, I listen to podcasts. So there is a lot of media. But I was immediately offended. I was offended by this notion that something was wrong with me. I was avoiding something because I consume media. Well, anytime we catch ourselves offended by a thing that somebody says, it really is an invitation to look inside ourselves and go, what was that about? What am I feeling here? What am I hiding from? And the answer, when I sat with myself and got honest and practiced the brave method, was I was avoiding solitude, quiet with myself, not solitude, because I was great at being alone and I'm still great at being alone, but I was avoiding silence. I was filling that silence with a book or an audiobook, and I still do a lot of that. I want to be really clear. I love audiobooks. I listen when I'm doing the laundry or making dishes or walking the dog or whatever. But now I really make an effort to prioritize some quiet time for myself, even just a few minutes a day of actual silence can make such a tremendous impact. And y'all can start really small with something like this. Begin with just maybe 3 minutes of silence. Find a spot that's comfortable, close your eyes, just think about your breathing. You don't have to worry about anything else. You can't screw it up. Just sit. Set a timer if you need to. If you don't need to, that's great. But you can build this muscle. What happens when you allow yourself quiet time and silence is all of a sudden you can start to hear what your body is telling you. You can start to hear what your body wants you to know that is true for you. This is one of the ways that we connect really deeply with our intuition, right? And through the Spark Collective, which for those of you, some of you are members of the Spark Collective, some of you are not. If you're not, get your asses on over there because for $8 a month, I am giving you so much goodness, so much wonderful stuff, ways for you to connect with your intuition, your inner knowing, to ask yourself the hard questions and to really grow in bite-sized ways because you can do this work in bite-sized ways and you deserve this. You deserve this time for yourself. I promise. So get your asses on over to the Spark Collective. I'm going to look forward to seeing some of your faces there. Esme, you should be there. BJ, you should be there. Yeah, I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Jeanette, come on over, girl. Come on over to the Spark Collective with us. BJ said that he recently started doing a 30-minute device-free wonder walk. Ooh, I love that. I get some of the greatest stuff from BJ. Anytime I get to have a conversation with BJ. Any of you have ever heard me say every day is a Tuesday? That's a BJ-ism, friend and former client. I love that. 30 minutes feels to somebody who avoids silence, feels like a lot. So I don't know who is in the audience that are like 30 minutes. Like, okay, buddy. I don't know. But I appreciate that because what you're doing, right, is paying attention to what's happening around you. I love that. Um, when I do visualization exercises, but there again, there's a focus, right? And we do that in the Spark Collective, guided EFT tapping, guided visualizations, but there's some noise there. And I love it. I'm a big, big fan, but we also want to make sure that we're prioritizing just a little bit of quiet. And you can schedule this into your routine if you want, if you're that kind of person. If we pull your human design chart, I can take a look at that top left arrow, see what direction it's facing. And I can tell you if you're better off to schedule that or if it's something you want to do on the fly with whatever serves you. Did y'all know we have a brand new human design on demand product on my store? Get yourself one of those custom human design readings. They are so fucking cool. They're so amazing. So you can schedule it if you want to. You are worth making this time for yourself. When we choose some solitude and some quiet, it allows us to engage in more mindful activities, really being present, like BJ said, with nature, with what's happening around you, with your body, with what your body feels. Where are you tense? Where are you stressed? Where are you experiencing pain? Maybe where are you holding some anxiety, right? Ugh, after a little bit of quiet space, it's a great time to go into a meditation, a visualization, EFT tapping if you're a journaler, or if you like to voice record, you can voice record your thoughts and express yourself that way. Like there are so many different ways. There's not one right or wrong way to hear yourself, to express yourself and show up for yourself. I want you to play around and find the thing that really is the best for you, that serves you the best, because goodness gracious, y'all, no one knows what you need better than you do. And if you don't think that you know what you need, it is because you are not paying attention to yourself. You are not training yourself to hear your body, to hear your intuition, and to understand it. You want to make sure that you're using some reflective questions. Those are those 3 R's in the Brave method, right? What is working? What isn't? What am I avoiding? What am I hiding from? What truth do I not want to admit? And what happens if I do? Ooh, I ask those hard questions with my coach on call clients because if you're not asking yourself those questions and getting the answers, you're staying stuck, right? And I don't want that for any of you. I don't want you to be stuck. I don't want you to be stuck. I want you to like and love and trust yourself and build a foundation of enoughness and worthiness from the inside out. And I know you can, and I know you deserve it. Jeanette, great question. How do I get to the Spark Collective? Go to my website, vickeryandco.com. Work with me. Spark is right there. Or if you go to vickeryandco.com/spark, that'll take you directly to Spark. It is $8 a month. We house it in the Telegram app, which is so wonderful. There's community for those who want it, but there's no obligation. And the way it's set up, it just feels like it's easy to step in whenever you want. Give yourself just a few minutes a day, just a few times a week. makes a huge, huge difference. And the people who are there are loving it. We launched in October, so it's still pretty new. But y'all, I have really big dreams. I'm manifesting over 5,000 members in the Spark Collective by the end of this year. In fact, I've been doing some NLP work, some future pacing, future pathing work that I take some of my clients through. And every morning I read this out to remind myself and create those neural pathways to repeat this behavior and get myself to these goals. It's very exciting and we're having such a good time over there. So if you're not already in the Spark Collective, go to vickeryandco.com/spark or find my link in bio anywhere, anywhere you're watching this and go and check it out because I'm so proud of it. And I really created that for those of us who either don't actually have a lot of resources in time, a lot of resources and money, or think that we don't have a lot of time and money. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's bite sized, easy to approach ways because I wanted that. I not only want it as a consumer, I wanted it as a creator. I wanted it as a coach and a guide and a mentor. How can I support as many of you as possible in ways that are easily digestible, easy to put together and create? Then there are no more excuses for me, no more stories, right? I create content drops once a month and everything is like 10 to 15 minutes long, right? So I can do that. Like, fuck yeah, Heather, you can do that. If it's an hour or a couple of hours, we get in our heads that that's going to take a long time. And I have learned to be much more efficient. But I have to tell you, all of that has come from me taking the time to sit with myself, to ask myself reflective questions, to set boundaries, to embrace quiet and solitude and peace, and be honest about what I want for myself, for my life, for my business, how I want to support all of you, and who I want to support. And I want to support you. I price this at $8 a month. I cannot tell you the number of people who tell me that that's ridiculous. And I don't care. I don't care if they think it's ridiculous because I don't want money to be the reason anybody says no to themselves. You deserve to show up for yourself. You deserve a little bit of quiet time. You deserve honesty. You deserve to understand what your body is telling you, to connect with your intuition. You deserve a few minutes a day just for yourself. And those of you, Jeanette, particular, your username says, "Excuse my ADHD." She's got a podcast out about it. She's brilliant. I've learned so much about ADHD from Jeanette. Those of us who have it, many people who do, we think we can't make this stuff happen because we don't have the capacity for long-term stuff unless we're super hyper focused, but you do, right? You have it. You have the bandwidth. You just need a few minutes a day, a couple times a week, and there's accountability and support. And it's just a really lovely, lovely way to show up for yourself. So, those of you who've been around a minute, you know the Brave method is my creative strategic approach to problem solving, dreaming, designing, building, and actually having a life that you're madly in love with. And y'all, the E in Brave, Brave is an acronym. The E is expand and empower. That's your job. That's your result. You can only expand and empower yourself when you show up, when you say yes to yourself, when you choose yourself, when you listen to yourself. I don't expand and empower you. Nobody does. Nobody can do that. We can coach, we can guide, we can inspire, we can mentor. I hope beyond hope that I do all of those things for you, but I don't expand and empower you. That's your fucking job. That's what you give yourself when you say yes to yourself, when you choose yourself. It is worth it. You are worth it. I don't know how many of you can hear the music that my partner is playing downstairs. Not like I do a live show at the exact same time every single week. That's okay though. Can you hear it? You might not be able to hear it. I'll bet TikTok can hear it. You guys, I want you to remember that sitting in silence isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing that deep inner work to hear your own voice, to uncover your own truth. And I want you to take a brave step towards silence to let your inner self speak loud and clear. An outer step towards silence lets your inner self shine and speak up. And it is really, really beautiful. A couple quick little housekeeping things for everybody. Let's see. I'm going to check the comments and all the places. Okay. Retreats, 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 retreats. I know Chris is excited about France. We have announced 5 retreats. They are only waitlist right now. I don't have all of the details out yet, but if you get on the waitlist, if there's a time of year or a location that you're super excited about, get on the waitlist and then more information will come out. You will get first dibs to that information. You will get first access to registration. You will get early bird pricing. And all of these are small group, intimate events. Probably less than 12 people, perhaps less than 10 at each of these events. So we could very well sell out before we even open to the public. Be on those wait lists. Get your ass on the wait list. Again, you're going to find that if you go to events on my website. And tomorrow is the first Friday of the month. And every first Friday of the month, I host a free manifestation power hour. And you are all invited. Come hang out with us. You can find that on my website as well under events, manifestation power hour. The only reason you have to register is so that you get the link. I don't want to publicize the Zoom link. So just put yourself on that list and come hang out. All right. I'm going to pull a Create Brave card. And this is a deck of manifestation cards that I co-created with my friend Rachel Swanson. I love Rachel. She's just one of my favorite people. She did all the artwork. Isn't it gorgeous? All right. Whenever I'm shuffling a tarot card, oh, that happened fast. A tarot card, affirmation card, oracle card. I just shuffle until the universe is like, this one, I'm for you. So when I pull them, I always pull them for myself. What is the message I need today? And what is the message that you need? And how you interpret this is going to be completely up to you. Remember that manifestation isn't about declaring something and it magically happens. Manifestation is about declaring something and then shifting the way you show up in the world in order to actualize your dreams, in order to make them a reality. So when I show you this card, I don't know what it says yet. It's time to get fucking honest with yourself. Oh, shit. Lessons. Create Brave card coming in hard today. Lessons. I learn from each experience. Oh, lessons. All right, let's read from the guidebook. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Yeah. Anybody else do that? Like, I just need to get there. No, just me. I crack myself up. Lessons. I learn from each experience. Learning never stops. You're learning every moment of every day, and be open and present to those learning experiences. They're all around you. Remember, there are no failures, only lessons. You guys remember last week's live with Heather Vickery? Last week's live show was only feedback, never failure. Everything is feedback. If you focus on the mistakes, the hurt, or the break, you may miss the message, the lesson, right? Ask yourself how you want to grow from each experience. And it's not what you see, it's how you see it. It's not what you see, it's how you see it. And then what will you do with what you've learned? Reassessment and reframing are powerful tools in building a creative and brave life. This is part of discovering and utilizing your lessons. When you look at a situation from a new angle, you can often see a lesson from that experience. We also give you a Create Brave prompt, a thing you can go out and do right now. Here's what it says. Set a timer for 3 minutes and reflect on the past week. Oh, wait, what? You guys, this card like magically knew that this was our topic this week. Isn't that so cool when the universe does that? Set a timer for 3 minutes. Reflect on the past week. What is one lesson that you've learned from an interaction or situation that has arisen in this past week? Spend time reflecting on what you've learned about yourself or others from these circumstances. And how does this information inform future decisions? Oh, Esme, you're so sweet. She said, I got chills. Damn you, woman. I want to know which part gave you chills because there's a tiny delay on the Instagram. And I would really like to hear which part gave you chills. Esme, Jeanette, BJ, all of you, who else is here? All of you, get your asses over in the Spark Collective. You are going to thank me. You are going to love it. I cannot wait to share with you. Chris is over there. I don't know who else is here. Everybody is welcome. This is for everyone. It is a space for everyone. Every Monday, I drop an intuitive journal prompt that I pull directly from human design transits. What does that mean? It means it's energy that is alive for everyone across the globe. And you can just amplify that growth, that internal awareness, that internal knowing, that truth, your voice when you do that. And then once a month, I do a content drop that is super fucking valuable, worth way more than $8 a month. And you get those on the last Monday of every month. We have other cool things happening. I hope I get to see you at the Manifestation Power Hour tomorrow. I hope I see your name on the wait lists for these retreats. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. And last but not least, I don't usually plug Was It Chance podcast when I'm doing the live show because the two things aren't really related, but I'm so excited about this that I have to share it. If you are a reader, especially a fantasy, realism, LGBTQ romance reader, you probably have heard of Vanessa Kelly. She is an incredible, incredible artist, incredible artist. And let's see, I don't know if I can reach it. Can I reach it? Vanessa did the end pages for Red, White, and Royal Blues collector's edition. And we did a beautiful interview with Vanessa, and I'm doing a giveaway. Either you can pick a piece of artwork from her Etsy shop or get a copy of this collector's edition of Red, White, and Royal Blue. All you got to do is listen to the episode, go to Instagram. You got to go to Instagram, share your favorite moments from the interview, tag me. Okay, lost my headphone there. Tag me, tag Was It Chance and Vanessa Kelly. And you'll be entered to win if you rate and review the show on Apple or Spotify and you screenshot that and share that on your stories, then you'll get an extra entry into the giveaway. And I wanted to do that because Vanessa's work is incredible and she deserves to get so much praise and so much props. And I want you all to see her stuff and love her and support her. And also, I'm really proud of the show. We have so many incredible, incredible interviews coming up this year with wonderful people. Was It Chance is the show about taking intentional risk for creative success. And I hope that you will go and listen, rate, review, follow, subscribe, all of that. Tell your friends. All right, what's your action step, y'all? Are you going to go out and spend a little quiet time with yourself? You're going to get to know yourself a little bit. What are you afraid of? There's probably something. We all are. There's no judgment, no shame, blame, or judgment in my little brave world. It's just truth. It's just feedback. It's just honesty. So if you aren't spending quiet time with yourself, not just solitude, not just alone, but quiet time with yourself, what are you avoiding? Time to get really fucking honest with yourself. Okay? Time to get honest with yourself. I hope to see you all in the Spark Collective. Hope to see you at tomorrow's Manifestation Power Hour. Hope to see you on the wait list for some of these amazing retreats. Esme, we're coming to Europe. Are you going to come, baby? You going to come? You want to be with? You want to help project manage? Oh, how much fun would that be? All right, everybody. This is Heather Vickery reminding you today and every day to go out and choose bravely. I will be back next Thursday at 11 a.m. Central. We are live everywhere. We are live on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. I'll see you then. I'll see you around. Please be connected. It is my joy, my honor, my pleasure, and my privilege to share space with you. You are worth it. All right. Bye, everybody. Ta-da! Chris, you're so good. I love that you're always here. I'm going to get rid of